Hello learners and welcome back to Constant Learners. This is the sixth video in our Excel series. We have already discussed so much about the basics of Excel. We discussed about the interface, about customizing the quick access toolbar, the ribbon, the worksheets. We discussed how to select the cells, rows and columns, multiple ways to select cells, rows and columns. We discussed multiple ways to insert cells, rows and columns. Now in this video we are discussing the difference between fill handle and the autofill option. Now both fill handle and autofill option is used to fill the series, that is to complete the series of either number or text. Now what numbers or what text, that we are going to discuss in a bit. Now fill handle is actually a shortcut or a feature in Excel. It is used as a shortcut to copy data in adjacent cells or to complete a list in a row or column by simply dragging it using your mouse. Okay. Now see, when I select this cell here, I hope you can see this small plus sign here, right? This is actually the fill handle. This is used to fill the series in the column or in the row. Okay, so let's first see how it copies the data. Let's say I have the text hello here. Okay, now if I use this fill handle, drag and drop, so my data gets copied here. Okay, similarly if I use number, let's say 200, and I drag and drop it here, it's copying the number again. Alright, so this is how we can use the fill handle to copy the text or the numbers. Okay, now let's say I have to create a series of numbers from 1 to 10. The first option is to type the numbers, right? So this is the first option, either we could type the number. Now let's use the shortcut using the fill handle. What can we do? Simply write the first two numbers 1, 2 and select the first two cells, use the fill handle, drag and drop. See, we've got our series of numbers. When we write the first two numbers, the fill handle identifies the pattern between the first two numbers and it completes the rest of the series according to the pattern used here. Let's say here I have the number 4 and in the next cell let's say we have 7. Okay, so 4 plus 3 is 7. Let's see if it can identify this pattern or not. Let's use the fill handle, drag and drop. 7 plus 3 10 plus 3 13 plus 3 16 plus 3 19 plus 3 22 plus 3 25 plus 3 28 and plus 3 31. So the fill handle identified the pattern between these two cells and completed the rest of the series. Let's say I have to write the table of 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. Again, let's use the fill handle and 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, 3 6s are 18, 3 7s are 21, 3 8s are 24, 3 9s are 27 and 3 10s are 30. Okay. Now, again there's another shortcut. Let's say I have this data here. Okay. And just next to this column, I need to create a series of numbers. Okay. I would simply write 1 and let's see what happens if I double click here. See, 1 gets copied and it ends until the last member in the series. Like, see, whenever we have adjacent columns containing data and we double click the fill handle. Again, let's see, here I have 1 and I am double clicking with the mouse on this fill handle. So it is completing the series until here, because in the adjacent columns this is the only column that has the maximum number of rows with data. If I delete this cell here, Let's see what happens. Let's delete this, and this time I'm going to write 1 and 2. Let's select these two cells and then double click here. Now you can see it stopped at 10 because all the rest of the adjacent columns have data until row number 12. That is why it stopped here. Okay, so if you have data in the adjacent cells or adjacent column and you need to complete the series until that column, then we can use the fill handle and double click to complete the series. Alright, so simply if I have to create any series adjacent to a column that has data and I have to stop here, let's say I have to stop here, then I could just use double click. But if I have to extend this series, then I'll have to drag and drop. Okay, like let's say I need to start with number 11 and then 12. Okay, and I have to end it at 22. So I'm just going to drag this and stop at 22. Okay, but if I use double click here, it's going to stop at 20. Okay, because the adjacent columns have data only until this row. Okay, that is why whenever we double click, it stops at the row until where the adjacent columns have data. Alright, so this is how we can create a series using double click for a column that has data in the adjacent columns as well. Okay, so double click is used only when the adjacent columns have data. Let's say I want to create a series here, 1, 2, okay, and now if I select this and double click, see I'm double clicking, but this does not work. Why doesn't it work? Because there's no data in the adjacent columns, right? Now if I add some data here in the adjacent columns, now let's see if it works or not. Now I'm double clicking at the fill handle and now you can see the series has been completed. Okay, so to use double click with the fill handle, we need to have some data in the adjacent columns also. Okay, now until now we have only created an incremented series. Let's see if we can create a decremented series or not. Let's say I have number 88 here and then 86. So we know that between 88 and 86 there's a difference of two numbers, right? 88 minus 2 is 86. Yeah, 86 minus 2, 84, minus 2, 82, minus 2, 80, minus 2, 78, 76, 74, 72 and 70. Okay. Similarly, if I create some random series, let's say after 88 I need 85. So there's a difference of 3. Okay. Again this will work. Okay. Minus 3, 82, minus 3, 79, minus 3, 76 and so on. Okay. Now the series can work in both the directions, right? Like until now we've created a series that went down. Now let's say I have number 100 here and above this I have 90. Okay. So let's say if it works in this direction or not. It does. Okay. So if I started from the bottom also, the series will work, and of course from the top it will definitely work. We've already seen that. 1000, 2000, and we have a series until 10,000. Okay. Now as I said, the fill handle identifies the pattern between the first two cells. Let's say we have created a random sequence. Day 1, month 1. Okay. Let's select these two cells. Again, use the fill handle to drag and drop. So you've got day 2, month 2, day 3, month 3, day 4, month 4, day 5, month 5. So fill handle identifies the pattern between the first two cells and helps us to create the series for the rest of the cells. Okay. Now let's see how we can use fill handle to create a series of days. Now see, we know that days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? There's no other series for days, right? So we don't need to add Monday and Tuesday here, just Monday will work, and we can create a series like this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now after Sunday, it will again repeat the series. Okay, after Saturday, Sunday, it will again repeat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Similarly here, okay, and if we go beyond, it just goes on repeating the weekdays. What else can we do? How we can select the weekdays, that we are going to see in the autofill option. Okay. Similarly for the months, the series of the months is common only Jan, Feb, March. Okay, so we can just create the series like this. And if we go beyond, it will just go on repeating the series: Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June. Okay. Similarly for this, we have a series until December, and if we go beyond, it will just go on repeating the months of the year. Now also fill handle identifies the date pattern. For example, I've written a date something like this. So it identified that it is a date. Now if we drag and drop, it will simply increment the dates: 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Now we also have some more options related to the dates that we are going to see in the autofill option. Also, if I create a date like this, 1st Jan 23. So it's identified that it is a date, 1st Jan 2023. If we go beyond, it will again 2nd Jan 23, 3 Jan 23, 4th Jan 23, 5th Jan 23. Okay. Now what if I create something like this: 1st, 2nd, let's try what happens. Okay, we've got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. So it's also adding the formatting along with the number, because here my font size is 15, that is why it is adding the formatting also to all of these cells that we are going to see in a bit. Okay. What if we create a series of 1st Jan, and let's drag and drop. Okay, we've got 2nd Jan, 3rd Jan, 4th Jan, 5th Jan, 6th Jan, 7th Jan, 8th Jan. So there are multiple series that we can create. We'll have to try, and it's just all about trial and errors. You can try and create as many series as you like with whatever pattern that you like. Okay. Now let's get to the autofill option. First, again, the autofill option also has an option to copy the data. Let's say I'll write here constant. Okay, and here I'll write learners. I can simply drag and drop to copy it. Let's say I have to create a series wherein there's only January here. So I only want January, but it is incrementing the months. I don't want the months to be incremented. I only want January to be copied. So I can get to this autofill options and select copy cells. And now I have January in all the cells, right? Now let's say I have this number 1 here, and I am dragging and dropping. Now it has copied all the cells. I don't want number 1. I need to fill the series, and I've got the series of numbers. So that is the second option in autofill. Third is fill formatting. Okay, like for example, I have these colors here. Okay, I also have number 1 and 2. Okay, now if I drag and drop here, see, this is changing the formatting as well as the series. Now I don't want the series, I only want the formatting. So I've got the formatting. I've selected the option fill formatting only. Now if I select fill without formatting, so the formatting will not be changed, the formatting will not be applied, only the series will come here. Again, I'm selecting only fill formatting. Okay. Now if I select fill series, the formatting will also be applied and the series will also be filled. Alright. And if I don't select any option, if I just drag and drop, it will automatically apply the formatting as well as the series. Okay. Now fill without formatting, this also we've already done 1 and 2. Let's say I need a formatting here, color red. Let's drag and drop. See, it has filled with formatting. But I don't want to fill it with formatting. I need to fill it without formatting. So now there's no more formatting. Only the series has been filled. Okay. Now let's say I need dates. 1/5/22. Okay. Now if I use the fill handle to drag and drop, it will just increment the dates. Okay. 1/5/22, 2/5/22, 3/5/22. Let's say I need to increment the months. Okay. So I'm going to use the option fill months. Now you can see we have 1/5/22, 1/6/22, 1/7/22, 1/8/22, 1/9/22. After 1/12/22 we have 1/1/23, 1/2/23, 1/3/23. Now let's say I have to increment the years and not months or the dates. So I can just go to fill years and I've got 1/5/22, 1/5/23, 1/5/24, 1/5/25. So now we are incrementing the years by 1. Now let's say I only want to fill the days. So we are only incrementing the days, that is the dates, 1/5/22, 2/5/22. And if I use fill weekdays, then the Saturdays and Sundays will be eliminated. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7, 8 has been eliminated. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we only have the weekdays and weekends have been eliminated. Okay. So this is how we can work with the dates. Also with the dates, let's say I have Monday. Then I am dragging and dropping. I am using the fill handle. Okay. Now right now I have all the days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's say I only need the weekdays. So now Saturdays and Sundays have been eliminated. After Friday we directly have Monday. Then again after Friday we directly have Monday. Okay. If we use fill days, it's going to have all the days. Saturdays, Sundays included. Weekdays and weekends included. So that was all for this video. I hope everything was clear. I hope I've included everything in the fill handle and the autofill option. If you have anything new, anything interesting about these two options, then please share them in the comment section below. Others can also benefit from that and I'll also learn something new. In the next video, we are going to discuss how we can create our customized list. Okay, so that we don't have to type everything. Here we can create our own customized list that we are constantly using, and we're also going to discuss the option of flash fill, how we can use flash fill and what exactly is the use of flash fill. Flash fill is something that is really helpful in separating the data and it really minimizes our efforts. Okay. So I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing content and thank you so much for watching.